Hello and welcome back to another Space Engineers mod showcase video. In today's video, we're looking at another very good mod that's looking more likely that it's going to be part of the base game at some point in the future, and this is called Crew Enabled. So if you haven't seen this already on the Steam Workshop page, what this mod does is that it adds NPCs all throughout the world, populating stations, populating ships that support them, and populating other mods such as the Monster Encounter mods, so you can have a much more immersive adventure, or a much more deadlier one if you want to have that. So what I've got right behind me is a bunch of friendly engineers that have spawned on a default vanilla station that's currently orbiting the Mars-like planet. So what we're going to need to do is provoke them in order to get out of their chairs, because this is basically how they work. They spawn on stations based on the number of chairs available. If you have no chairs on a ship on a station, they will not spawn. We'll cover that a bit later when I go to a pirate outpost. But yes, this guy over here, he needs a little bit of encouragement to get out of his chair. We're just going to shoot him, and now he's over there. He's a little bit angry that I shot him. He's going to be jumping around because he's slightly hostile towards me. If I was an enemy and if we weren't in a safe zone, he would be open firing on me, the two in the corner would get out of their chairs and attack me, and well, it would be a fight to the death. So let's just go and encourage these ones to get up as well. So there they go, only needed to shoot one, and there they are. They're just going to wander around, look for the danger that shot them, and they'll just go back to doing whatever they do. And that's basically all this mod adds. It just breathes some life into the world, so it's not so lonely while playing alone in survival mode. And here we are at the evil pirate outpost, which you might recognise as the Void Station from the Steam Workshop. I did a video on this not too long ago, and it is perfect for this demonstration, because the top floor has a bunch of seats where enemies can spawn. And I will show you in just a minute how you can spawn stuff onto custom builds, onto workshop items, in case you are interested in populating them, or even just setting up your own combat scenario for, well, a deathmatch. So just grabbing hold of my character, which is on a landing pad, we'll scoot up to the top window where we can see the evil engineers. Now last time I did this in my testing, these were robot NPCs, but this time we've got green engineers who should become hostile as soon as we enter the station. So coming down to here, I have removed one of the windows to allow me to get in here a bit quicker, because otherwise I would have to trawl myself through the bottom of the station all the way up, and there would be no combat because there is no seats other than the top floor. So here we come, we'll come all the way around. I won't bother having the HUD up because I am immortal while doing this. And we'll just go and visit them, and hopefully they'll do their job. All the way up, here are the enemy NPCs. They might not react straight away, you might have to get a bit closer, or you might have to encourage them. There we go, he's now up, he's now shooting me. We now get him out of the seat. Sometimes it can be a little bit buggy. He activated by himself, and now they are open firing. There goes that one, I did not interfere, but they are now shooting their rifles into me. And in third person view, that is a lot of tomato sauce coming out of me. And here's a bunch of them from behind. I didn't realise I was seat over there. How did they come over here? And yes, you can just shoot them, and they will start to fall down. And that one's trying to escape, and that is one hell of a lot of sound coming out of all of those guns. And there we go, that's how it works. If I was to move down here, they should start to follow me around. Come on guys, all the way down. And they will start to hunt me down if I try and hide. Here they come all the way around, that one was a piece of me. We'll now shoot them with his pistol. I should be using a much better weapon for this. There we go, that one's now dead. We can shoot this one. And there we go, in fact I will give myself a lot better weapon. Let's go for the rapid fire rifle. Here we go with this one. And if you excuse me, I need to reload. And there we go, that's a lot better. If I can actually aim, there we go. So now I'll show you how you can spawn the NPCs into your own world, onto your own creations or onto other workshop items. It's a very simple process because you're essentially just placing chairs onto a structure, because that dictates how many NPCs can actually spawn, giving the entire structure to the faction you want to spawn, and then reloading your game. So what I've got in front of you is the good old Albatross. My character is currently sitting in the hangar bay. I've got some chairs, which I'm going to place around the ship. I'm just going to dot them all the way around, and I'll just put them all throughout the ship, and then I'll come back. So I'll place chairs all throughout the ship, and I will just mention right now, you do not have to use this standard chair in front of me. You can use the chairs that are attached onto the desk if you want to, and if you want to create a more realistic setup. But yes, I've spread them all throughout this ship, and now I'm ready to move on to the next step, which is going to be giving this ship to the faction I want to spawn. And that for me is going to be the space pirates. So coming into here, what I'm going to do is select absolutely everything on this ship, and I'm going to give it to the space pirates. There we go. The next step is very simple. Get away from this ship. So I'm going to use the free camera, I'm going to bring up this, and I'm going to move about 2 kilometers away. That'll do quite nicely. And the final thing is going to be to save, quit, and then reload the game. So I've loaded up the game once again, I've approached the Albatross. Now what I'm going to do is fly over to it with my gun out, and hopefully we'll find a bunch of angry AI sitting in their chairs ready to hop out and shoot me. So coming all the way over to this doorway, opening this up, and that looks like one right there, but unfortunately he's got an error where he can't exactly path around, so I don't think there's going to be room for him to path around this structure with how I've set up these chairs. There is one that's unfortunately had a transporter incident and ended up in the ceiling, which is going to shoot him, and it looks like he doesn't want to die. Looking around this area, we can see a bunch of them sitting in their chairs, so it's shown that has worked. Unfortunately, they do not have enough room to walk around, so they can't path over to me and start shooting me. Just going to hop him out, he's not going to be able to do anything, so just put him out of his misery. Coming through here and opening up this, we should be able to see a bunch of them. There's a few sitting in their chairs, there's a few sitting in the desk chairs, and there's a couple around there. Just going to shoot him, and maybe just push him out the Albatross. There you go, that should fix your pathing. Goodbye, good sir. And that'll be the end of this video. So it's a fantastic mod if you are looking to populate your world, populate your stations, populate your ships, and you could get a lot of fun out of it if you were to create a large maze or have a large ship and be able to fight your way to the front and have your own little adventure that way. So there'll be a link to it in the description below if you do wish to download it and play around for yourself. Highly recommend you do because it is a bloody fantastic mod, and hopefully this or something similar to this will be added into the base game because it does add a lot of fun, especially when you approach a proper station where they can move around and prove to be lethal in survival mode. So thank you all for watching, and I'll be back with another video some point soon. Bye bye.